Welcome back inside the Simply Financial Athletic Center for the second of two slated this afternoon between the Niagara College Knights and the defending champions men's basketball Humber Hawks, coming into Niagara this afternoon and into this season looking to repeat what they did last year, bringing a championship to Toronto. And such a dangerous team are they. And the Knights with an early test in this season, a very quick test. And they're going to get a pretty good temperature gauge right off the bat here in Welland as to where they are and how they stack up to the former champions. My name's Christian Simmons, alongside Alex Vandenhack and Lane Lounsbury on the call for you today as we get ready for tip-off. The women's taking a big win over the Hawks earlier this afternoon, 67-60 that score. And the men's tip-off underway. Hawks will win it over the timeline with David. Makes a move, quick pass to the far side. Spin move in the corner, three ball, no good. Rebound picked up by the Hawks. Skip pass again, out for David. Pump fake, defended by Dennis off the glass. Offensive rebound, put back up, and it's good. And a nice start for the Hawks, 2-0 lead, just like that. Stewart, over the timeline, directing some traffic, looking for help. Bleach, fake screen, down the right side, Stewart. Skip pass to Dennis, three ball, no good, and the Hawks will get the rebound and come the other way. Here comes Lewis. Kick out to the corner. That one airballed and also out of bounds, so the Knights will inbound it.
Humber catch on the bit of a break there since it was out of bounds, so Niagara can't go on the fast break.
Yeah, great job from the Knights there, really causing some disruption in the middle and limiting that opportunity. Stewart across the timeline, he'll kick to Moore. Little pump fake floater from the key. Rebound picked up there, loose ball. Knocked around in the key, the Hawks will go the other way. Here's Ontweet. Defended by Stewart. Bounce pass for Lewis. Leaves it there. Nice pickoff. Here comes Dennis down that right side. Lots of contact, but a travel as well. And that ball will come back with the Hawks.
Yeah, one thing I want to point out coming into this one, Malik Grant, the 2024 OCAA and CCAA second team All-Star last year, averaging 12 points a game on 51, 34, 83 splits. So we'll see if Humber can get him going.
Such a dangerous team offensively are the Hawks, and part of why they were so successful last year is Stewart gets caught up in the air, and that's going to be a foul.
Some more of that full court press that we saw from last game carrying over to this one, with the women defeating, or excuse me, the Niagara College women defeating the Hawks.
Yeah, and that one came down to the wire. It was a nail biter, and I have a feeling this one is going to be very similar. A tight start through the first minute and a half here. Cameron David over center. In and out move, crossover, dishes to the near side. Up top, three ball. That one off the front of the rim. Rebound, Hawks put up and good. And really, really quickly, a 4-0 start for the Hawks. Dennis, spin move, kicks back, Bleach from the arc. Off the front rim, and that one rebounded there by David. Loose ball picked up by Moore. From his stomach, he'll dish it back to Stewart and get it right back. Stewart calling for a screen, slowing it down. Tries to break through the middle of the court. And we have a foul call here on Lucas Lewis, and an illegal screen called, and the Knights to inbound on the near side sideline. Substitutions right off the bat. Skylar Samuel and Batch Yeach to check in. Picked off at center, all the way down that right side, and a tough finish from Cameron David as the Knights continue to struggle in transition, falling 6-0 through the first 2.5 here in Welland. Stewart thought about it. Kicks to Dennis. Hesitation, he'll drive right, kicks to the corner. Moore for three, no good. And the rebound fought on by the Hawks. Here they come the other way. Down the near side. Left up top, three ball, Humber. That one airballed, and Skylar Samuel will pick that up and bring it the other way. Samuel, a couple of nice moves right to the bucket. That one off the glass and doesn't touch the rim. No call on the contact, and it will stay with the Knights.
Yeah, a bit of a surprise there that Caden Moore shot that. Yeah, he was open, but going back to last season, only shot 15% from the field. To be fair, this is now his second season, so lots of time to grow and develop over the summer as Niagara looking for their first basket.
Caden's an interesting prospect. He's very athletic, but his shooting form needs some development. I've talked to some of the head coaching staff, some of his former teammates from last year and teammates from this year saying he was working a lot on that jump shot over the summer, and it looks great. Ball kicked into the corner. Moore tries to keep it in, but can't get to it in time.
Yeah, well, for Humber, they've got him for another 3 seasons, including this one, so lots of time to develop into the star that he's got all the potential to become.
Comes David over the center. He'll kick it for Malik Grant, one of last year's leading scorers for the Hawks. He was fantastic, 12.4 points per game through 15, and he started all of them. He's a huge part of that team. He's a big guy, and he can really move for his size. Here he is, Grant up top, taking a look, driving right. Moore spins off him, and a nice finish with the right hand, and it's 8-0, just like that. And they don't like that. Laquan Hilton is going to call a timeout here as this one's getting out of hand early so far. Lane, what do you think from the first 4 minutes here in Welland?
Yeah, you can tell Humber's absolutely got them beat when it comes to physicality, but Niagara is one of the younger teams this year as they have a lot of first years, including Isaac Bailey.
Yeah, lots of first years, and it's going to be an adjustment for sure coming from high school basketball. The pace and the physicality are probably the two things that the OCAA provides for those younger athletes. As we'll take a look at Humber's 8th straight bucket in the paint, and what a nice one it was, just a spinning effort off of a turnover, and they continue to have a strong performance from inside the key, and just like that, it's 8-0. The Knights back to the drawing board, and that timeout, we'll see what they come out with. And
yeah, I mean, obviously, Humber are the champs for a reason. They're the favorite coming into this, but I didn't expect it to be 8-0 this early. Like Lane alluded to, a lot of first years, but we'll see if Niagara can play above their age as Stewart's going to bring this one past center.
Isaiah Panam checking in for the Knights as they look to get on the score sheet here. Yeech up top, stripped away there. Nice hand by Cameron David, and it will stay with the Hawks. So I didn't see that, but it must have hit Yeech on its way out, and the Hawks will regain possession again.
Yeah, Yeech didn't like the call on that one. He thought it was not off of him, but it'll be Humber ball.
David kicks that up top to Darkwa, get it right back, drive it right side, lots of contacts, and the foul.
Foul's going to be on Caden Moore, but Isaiah Panam looked like he had all ball on that, but it's going to be 2 shots after the foul.
And Yal Richards will shoot 2. First one is good. And the second one's no good. So the 10-0 start won't happen here. 9-0 the lead if you're joining us here in Welland. Stewart up top, putting Yeech in motion. That's a nice screen into the key, pull up Jay, it's good. And the Knights get their first bucket of the year, courtesy of Caden Stewart. The Hawks the other way, driving left. What a block by Stewart. Says, give me that ball.
He got up.
Offense and defense, just like that. Caden Stewart making an impact.
Yeah, he got up on that one. That's making your presence felt with the bucket and going back the other way to take away a bucket.
Yeah, that's the kind of intensity you want to see at the beginning of a game that's starting to come, very slowly come out of reach. Right to the bucket, nice move. Layup's no good, another try, rebound, picked up there by Stewart. Dish that for Panome and get it right back from him. Stewart leading the charge, leaves that three ball. That one's no good, rebound by Panome. But we have a whistle and a foul.
Yeah, on that previous play there, it looked like Panome got his hand on for the block, going the other way with the three, but loose ball foul called against Humber.
Dennis to inbound. Finds a teammate on the near side corner and up top for Stewart. Back down the arc for Dennis. A couple of moves, hesitation, spin move, fading jump shot is no good. And the Hawks will pick up that rebound. Here they go down the far side. Trey in the corner is good. How about that ball movement up the far side? They find Victor Ndongo in the corner, and it's 12-2. Loose ball picked up by the Hawks. Stewart on the hardwood. Another try in the corner. Bang! And it's 15-2, just like that. Yeech in a center, no call on the charge, and here come the Hawks the other way again. In and out move, loose ball tipped, and Dennis will pick that up and look to slow it down. From the arc, Dennis, no good, off the rim. Rebound picked up there by Antwi. Kick it up for Grant, and he'll find Harwood on the far side. We have a buzzer for no reason. Play on, says the official. And then he says, out of bounds call, so we do have a whistle and a stoppage, but an interesting series of events there, and play is dead.
Yeah, one thing that I was always told when I played sports is play till you hear the whistle, not the buzzer.
Play till somebody tells you to stop, right? And they did there, but nice work from Antwi to continue towards the bucket. Romeo Osas Joshua checked in for the Hawks. And he'll inbound. High post. Del Richards. Back it down Yeech. Puts that up off the front rim. Nice defense from Panome. Stewart the other way. Into the corner. Three ball. Right off the rim, and Richards will have that rebound. Back and forth action here at the Financial Athletic Center. Looking for some help was Colin Elwell, and he'll find Stewart. He'll bring it across the timeline. Yeech up top. Shimmy, shake, jumper off the glass. No good. And the Hawks will pick up that ball and bring it down the near side. Up top for Richards. Spinning off Panome. Couple of moves. That one right off the back rim. Rebound picked off by Panome. Stewart the other way. Seems like he's had the ball since this game started. All 8 minutes. It's been Stewart everywhere, but we got a whistle and a call here.
Yeah,
substitutions for the Knights.
One thing I want to point out is Dial Richards. He's been playing, using his size to his advantage, really 6'6", but he plays bigger than his 6'6" frame.
Well, 6'6" and a whole lot of strength and a whole lot of horizontal size. He can really lay the body on you, and he will for sure be a factor in this one in the key. Inbound comes in. Back for more, across for Stewart. Step back move, jump shot from the arc, and that one air balls and out of bounds. Hawks will regain possession. So a tough start. Very tough start here for the Knights, shooting the ball 7.7% from the arc, making them 1 of 13 for 2 points. Nice pass into the middle, right to the cup. Great defense from Bleach. Moore kicks it up the far side for Skylar Samuel, and he'll slow it down. Isolation into the middle, nice move. What a block there from Victor Ndongo, and keeping this one a 10-point lead. Excuse me, a 13-point lead. Into the middle. Tries to go up with that one, a nice block, and Heltwell will try to get a handle on that ball and can't quite find the loose ball. He's knocked down, and we will have a foul call.
Looks like the foul is going to be on Elwell on the loose ball there.
And following that foul, he will take a seat. Adrian Pajor checking into the game. Inbound in for David. Pajor to defend. Great pressure. Top of the key, tries to leave that one down low. Step. Nice move, a rebound, another try, still off the rim. Drops into the hands of Moore, and a couple of offensive rebounds by the Hawks are turned aside.
Yeah, it looked like Alubi got a hand to the face on that one. A little bit of a late call, but the right call, excuse me, nonetheless. Any thoughts so far in this one, Lane?
Yeah, he had 3 Knights on him, and that seems to be the only way the Knights are getting any stops here.
First free throw is good from Alubi, as Skylar Samuel has creeped his way down the court, looking for a quick counterattack here from the Knights potentially.
Almost a bit of like cherry picking in a sense.
Exactly what it is, and we'll see if they take advantage. Off the second made free throw, we'll just dump that one into Pajor. Moore on the near side. In and out move, spins, and we'll play it back for Stewart. Stewart calls for the screen. Down in the corner, up top for Bleach. Over for Pajor. Looking for help, slips, and he just got to throw one from way downtown, and that one no good as the struggles from the field continue here for the Knights. 17-2, the lead for the Hawks, as the defending champs start off this season with a 15-point lead, 1.5 minutes left to play here in the first quarter. That ball picked off by Pajor, left for Dennis, driving left side, up, in, beautiful finish there from Dennis, and stops that 7-0 run from the Hawks. Kicks in the middle, nice pass, looking out to the arc for Dwayne Burke, but that ball tipped out of bounds, and the Hawks will inbound from the end line.
We'll get a sub here for Humber. Antwi will come back in, and Osas Joshua will check out.
David's inbound, picked off by Bleach, and here come the Knights the other way. Bleach, fake shot, pass to Moore, intercepted at the key, and that one will just bounce out of bounds, and the Knights will retain possession. So 54.4 left to play as that ball is inbounded to Samuel. Calls for a screen. We're gonna kick for Moore. He finds him. Moore, loose ball, bouncing around, still there. The Hawks find it all the way down the other way, and an easy finish for Malik Grant the other way. That broke right down, and 2 Humber Hawks flew in tonight's territory. Bleach from way downtown, that one no good, and rebounded by the Hawks. Intercepted by Bleach, up for Samuel. His right left-handed finish is good.
Yeah, Bleach almost looked like a safety on that interception.
Beautiful job tracking down that ball and stretching Samuel for the bucket. Humber Hawks straight into the territory. Broken down defensive rotation, and the Hawks find their 21st point of the first quarter as that one comes to an end. 21-6, your lead for the Humber Hawks. Any thoughts on that first quarter, gentlemen?
Yeah, this is an ugly one. The Knights, they're getting out-muscled, outpaced on every single play. Hilton's gonna have to make a serious adjustment, or else it's gonna be a long game for the Knights and possibly a long season.
Well, it is only one game and you're going up against the champs. So there's lots of time, but yeah, being down 15 in the first is never a great thing. As we're gonna get a replay coming up shortly.
Taking a look at this play, just so, like I said, a broken down defensive rotation. Adrian Pajor gets a little lost in space. Ball bounces off his shoulder and returns to the hands of Ndongo coming down the center of the key. And he just finds himself on the doorstep and lays that one in.
One thing I want to mention, Humber has 14 of their 21 points off of turnover. So Niagara, in a sense, shooting themselves in the foot with their turnovers. So we'll see if Niagara can take better care of the ball, but
yeah, very poor ball management so far from the Knights, and that can also be shown through their field goal percentage. 17.6% from the field, 0% from beyond the arc. 0 for 7 are the Knights, and ball management can really be shown through the kind of shot selection that you find on the offensive end. If they're not putting the ball in the right areas, they're not going to find the right kind of shots, Alex.
Well, you kind of just stole my point there, Christian. I was going to say, it seems like once Niagara's getting it into Humber territory, they're not making the right play, whether it's a bad pass and not a great shot selection, excuse me. So if Niagara's gonna want to chip away at this one, which you don't have to do it all in one quarter, that's not a way to succeed, but there's still time.
Still time indeed as the second quarter is underway. Moore kicks that one to Dennis. Stripped there, loose ball, fought on by the Hawks, and here they come the other way. In and out move, beautiful. Right hand finish from Burke, and the same start to the second quarter that we had in the first. Bleach kicks that up for Pajor, and he'll dump it in for Samuel. His three ball is good. Beautiful fake pump. And that one right on the net and good for the Knights' ninth here this afternoon.
They'll do that one over after the pass was deflected by one of the Knights, as we're gonna get a sub here. Antwi's gonna check out for Osas Joshua.
Hawks over the timeline. Loose ball tipped down by Pajor. Hawks still have near side. Kicked out, skip pass. Picked off by Caden Moore, but he can't quite keep it in. And the Hawks will inbound on the end line.
One thing I've liked coming into this quarter is Niagara's applying pressure with that full court press. Like we've said before, Humber causing a lot of havoc with points off turnovers, so Niagara trying to get points off of turnovers themselves. Only having 4.
Absolutely right. Kicked up top. David, fake shot. Another fake pass. How about those moves? But that ball tipped again. Out of bounds. The Hawks will do over the end line inbound. With 9 left on the shot clock. David kicks in right on the doorstep. Can't find that one. Nice defense from Bleach. As Adrian Alui runs into a brick wall. That is Riley Bleach. Great defense from him.
Riley Bleach's defensive intensity for the Knights has been incredible with his rim protection. Not the reason why the Knights are down 14.
Ball inbounded here. Caden Moore over center. Nice spin move to the left side. Fading jumper. Just rattles in and out. The Hawks will come the other way. Over center, David into the key, kicks out to the far side. Thought about that shot, he'll find a Louis up top, but Pajor hits the hard wood, and we will have a whistle. Inbound, comes straight into the key. Fake shot, no up and down call. Well, we do have a call. It's not up and down. However, it is a travel, as he was skipping in the paint with that ball. And a turnover, the Knights will go the other way. Caden Moore leaves it for Dennis. Dennis near side for Samuel. And he'll get it right back from him. Drives left, can't get a shot off, and that ball lands off of a Hawk, tipped out of bounds, and the Knights will very luckily retain possession.
And it almost looked like Dennis threw off the defender on purpose there.
You know what, to me kind of looked like he lost the ball and it fell off of a defender, but let's hope he was going for that. Makes it intentional. Bleach from outside, no good, as the three-point struggles continue here for the Knights, and that ball out of bounds and coming the other way with the Hawks.
Yeah, Pedro tried to save that one, but no luck.
Just a really tough start from the field for the Knights. The Hawks have been stellar in that regard. David on the far side looking for help. That's not going to do it for him. Dennis in the middle, fast break behind the back move, right to the cup. What a block by the Hawks, and here they come the other way. David finds a man from outside. Three-pointers no good. That rebound falls into the key. Pajor up for Samuel, right on. And that layup is good. As fast breaks, trading chances both directions, and the Knights find a bucket. Timeout called here.
Yeah, to my point earlier, I thought Niagara, if they want to come back in this one, has gotten a lot of points off of turnovers here. I think the last couple have been off turnovers. As we're going to get a replay here, Lane, of that last basket.
Just a nice move by Samuel.
Absolutely.
Finds his way into the key, and off of that fast break, no chase down opportunity. Does a great job of protecting that ball from the chase down block and secures the Knights' 11th point. Taking a look at the leaders, Skylar Samuel with 7 points for the Knights, 3 of 5 shooting for him. So the new man being welcomed into the Simply Financial Athletic Center and doing it in a big way, leading his team so far. Raheem Dennis, 1 for 5 from the field with 2 points himself. And on the other side, Osas Joshua, 2 for 2 for 6 points. Malik Grant, 2 for 3 for 4 points. And Lucas Lewis, 2 for 2 for 4 points. So you can see the difference in the field goal percentages. The top 3 scorers for the Hawks have only missed 1 shot.
Well, to your point, if I'm counting right, that's 8 players for their Humber that have scored and only 3 for Niagara.
And the 3 that have scored for Niagara have missed consistently. Ball across the timeline with the Hawks. Skip pass out for Osas Joshua. Kicks down low, Euro step move, kicks out for a 3 ball. That one's good, as Malik Grant shushes the crowd here in Niagara.
Hit the Jalen Brunson celebration there.
And the Jalen Brunson shot.
Yep.
Outside the arc, kick down low for Panone. Into the key, couple of nice moves off the glass and in. And Isaiah Panone with a great finish.
And those are his first points of his very young career.
Hawks at center, couple of nice moves, lost Dennis at center. How about those dribbles? Kick far side to the near side and picked off by Caden Moore. That one will bounce out of bounds, and the Hawks will inbound as we get a substitution here. Motiki Stevens will take a seat. Lucas Lewis checking back in. Inbound. Up top for Grant. Kicks it up top again. Far side in the corner. Rattles out. Rebound. Right on another try. A tipping try. A third tipping try. And it's good by the Hawks. Lots of offensive rebounds as they continue to crash the boards hard.
Third time's the charm.
It absolutely was. Kick far side. Moore. Fake shot. And they'll bring it back out for Dennis as he didn't like what he saw. Dennis, fading three-pointer. That one drawn a foul, but no good. And Dennis will go to the line for three.
Nearly had the 4-point play there, rattled around a little bit, but he's going to go to the line for three.
Well, the Knights need this. It's been a really tough start for them so far, shooting 6 of 23. Their first free throws of the night, the afternoon as well. But so far here in this second quarter, it's been relatively tightly matched as both teams had 7 points up until that first free throw made by Dennis. 8-7 the second quarter scoreboard so far. And Dennis misses the second. Third free throw is good. So Dennis 2 for 3 from the line as we say hello to Brendan Calder for the first time as a Niagara Knight. He checks into the game the first year from Calgary. Kicks into the middle, that shot right on off the rim, and Stewart will get that rebound. Stewart the other way, leaves it for Dennis, 3-ball, front rim, rebound by Yeech, another try. What a block from Malik Grant as his rim presence continues to be a factor. Errant pass, over and back call on the Hawks.
Yeah, Malik Grant's doing it at both sides of the floor with the rejection there and a couple threes so far in this one.
You see head coach Hilton really firing up Pat Yeech after that play. Went up hard and was turned aside, and you love to see that from your head coach, giving you some personality and flair.
One thing I've noticed coming off of out of bounds plays, it seems like Humber's but calling a lot of plays here.
Lots of plays. You see another one right here. Design play into the middle. Ball tipped by the Knights and out of play.
I may be mistaken, but I don't think I've seen Niagara signal play yet out of the out of bounds.
It's been a lot of free form, freestyling in a way, and Humber's a little more organized. That jumper from the elbow is good. And Malik Grant continues with his 9th point of the afternoon. Stewart moves to the left, driving hard right off the glass, and that one's no good. Stewart on the floor looking for a foul. Humber the other way, up top, Grant, 3-ball, it's good. And we have a timeout for the Knights as this lead continues to get extended. 33-15 for the Hawks.
Yeah, well, Malik Grant's making his presence felt at both sides. It seems like he's been good the whole game, but it seems like now he's finally really heating up. Now he's got 12, 5 of 6 from the field, 2 of 3 from 3, with the block mixed into 2 and 4 boards.
Well, like I said, Malik Grant was such a huge part of that team last year. I remember lots of reports, stories about him in the OCAA, 2-time All-Academic, and a 2024 National Scholar, as well as a 2024 OCAA first team and second team All-Star. So he's just an all-around threat, not only from beyond the arc. As we take a look at that 3-ball from him, just so composed, receives that pass, stares down that rim, and bang, bang from beyond the arc. Malik Grant just so dangerous as he makes no mistake here. Currently leading the Humber Hawks, 12 points.
Looking like Jalen Brunson with the Sally and the shot.
And the shot. He's been It's been sensational here through the first 15 minutes of this one. If you're just joining us, 4:52 left to play. And a 33-15 lead for the Hawks. So the Knights coming out of that timeout looking to turn the tide here.
Yeah, Malik Grant coming in from last season shot 34% from three, so shooting it really well here, albeit on small volume, but we'll see how that goes for the rest of the season.
Left there for Dennis by Moore, and Bleach will find some open space. Give it right back to Dennis. Looking for help, finds Stewart, skip pass, step back shot from Stewie, right off the rim. Rebound by Bleach, but we have a whistle.
It's gonna be on the floor. Doesn't look like we'll get free throws from that. Not sure who the foul was on, but looked like Bleach was fouled, and it'll be side out Niagara.
So Dennis to inbound, and the starters back on the floor here for the Knights with 4:30 to go. Far side, Dennis from deep, that one right off the backboard. Kept in by Moore, Skyler right up and in. Beautiful play out the end line by Caden Moore to keep that ball in.
Samuel with the assist.
Picked off, Dennis the other way all alone, and he'll just lay that one up easily. 4 quick points from the Knights and a timeout by the Hawks, as the Knights come right out of that timeout and make a difference, Lane.
Yeah, the Knights are definitely showing some signs of life in this second quarter, but still, the Hawks are still showing why they were national champs.
Well, to Lane's point, the Niagara finally showing some signs of life in the first the first quarter. It looked like it was pretty much all but over. 21-6, Niagara outscoring Humber, albeit only by 1 in this quarter, but they're starting to build a little bit of momentum here and trying to bring that out throughout the rest of this quarter in the second half.
It's interesting how the momentum can really shift, right? The score hasn't changed. If you think about it, realistically, in the second quarter here, 13-12, your inner second quarter score. 21-6, the score in the first, meaning there's a 1-point differential between that difference in the first to what we have here in the second quarter. But the Knights right in the mix and playing with a lot more energy. So a huge difference between what we saw in the first quarter and what we're seeing here in the second.
Absolutely, and the Knights, especially in the second quarter, have done a good job of bending but not breaking. It's still in reach, but if they didn't keep up what they had in this quarter, or if they continue to do what they did in the first, this would be all but over.
Well, we'll see how things progress as Grant will inbound. Full court press here from the Knights, expecting that for the next 4 minutes. Hawks all the way down and in, lots of contact. And the foul is Kwabena Antwi has lots of damage.
I'll tell you what, he definitely earned his 2 free throws there, as Grant wants the floor to be mopped up there. Hard collision, though.
You could say that again. Very, very hard collision, but that's the kind of basketball you want to see from the men's Knights as they look to get back into this one. No easy buckets. They're going to have to earn them all, as Antwi's first is no good.
Antwi shooting 53% from the line, although he has shot, last season he shot 44% from 3, so it is interesting to see the difference.
Ball off the rim, rebounded and tipped out of bounds, so the Knights will regain possession and go the other way.
Looks like Lewis and Bleach got tied up there. Could have been a foul, but no call.
Stewart slowly over center, leading his team, coaching from center. Moore to Dennis. Dennis into the key. Beautiful look up that right side, and a foul is called. Dennis will go to the line for 2.
Foul on Humber, number 20.
Dennis, 2 for 8 with 6 points here this afternoon, and a strong start for him from the free throw line as he'll look to continue 2 for 3 so far.
Dennis fouled on the three-point shot as the first one's good. Dennis looking to get perfect here, perfect trip. That's good.
And the second one is good. So Dennis perfect from the line, and that will narrow the gap to 14. We have a whistle. As inbounded there and brought up to center by the big man. Kicks out to the near side. Corner look. Grant thought about it. Loose ball. Great defense from Caden Moore.
One thing I want to point out is Humber coach Omar Miles, the fourth-year head coach, has definitely been working the officials, trying to get some calls, but
lots of talk over there. You can see him.
I think so far this game has been a fairly officiated game, so.
Oh, no issues with any of the calls here so far. Fairly officiated and played well on both ends. In for Joe. Leaves it there for Grant. Up top, Audrey. Tries to pass that one off of Samuel's foot. Dennis going the other way, gets fouled. And the ball will go the other way, inbounded here on the near side by Moore.
Yeah, one thing to point out is Niagara now in the bonus, so with 3:12 to go, they'll be able to stop the clock and get shots at the charity stripe, so Niagara's gonna look to take advantage of that. Niagara themselves only have 2 fouls in this quarter, so.
Yeah, lots of fouls to give, so, I mean, you don't want to give them, but they can if they have to. Dennis's first free throw is good.
Well, once we get into the last 2 minutes of the quarter, unless if they have 4 fouls, they'll have 1 foul to give in the last 2 minutes, so. But for Humber, they're already at 5.
Dennis's second is good, so another perfect trip from number 0, missing 0 free throws in the last 2 times he's visited. Here come the Hawks the other way. In and out move, Euro step, and the call. As Antwi right up the gut.
Yeah, Caden Moore's gonna get called for the foul. He didn't like the call, but it did look like from our angle that it was, he got his hand on his wrist, but he's gonna ask for an explanation.
Huge smile on Moore's face when he came over to talk to the official. You love to see that. Still happy, enjoying the game, and loves what he does. Antwi's first is no good.
I don't think he enjoyed the call, but
he still seems to be having fun out there. The second one is no good again, but we have a whistle.
Lane violation, it looks like. So, do it over again.
That one's no good. Bleach with the rebound, and the Knights will go the other way. Dennis into the key, couple of beautiful steps, and good with the right hand. He lays that one in. Shortens the gap to 8.
Yeah, finally in single digits. 3-possession game now, as the full court press is back.
Here comes Humber the other way, over center. Spin move, and he'll leave that for Grant. Kicks it to David and gets it right back as they play catch. And Grant will look on. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Leaves it there for Antwi. David up top, 3 ball is good. Are you kidding me? How about that ball movement? And the Hawks make this a double-digit lead again.
That's a killer, because if Niagara got to stop it, they would have had all the momentum.
Stewart kicks it over to Moore, gets it right back. Looks off Dennis, now we'll give it to him. Deep shot, no good. Rattles in and out, and the rebound picked up there by the Hawks. Just under 2 minutes left to play here in the second quarter as things start to heat up. Right on. Big block by Bleach, but a charge as well as we wait for the call. Dennis is down and obviously not feeling too good after he took that run.
Yeah, it looked like he was in the restricted zone, so there wasn't a call, but that very easily could have been a block. Stewart not liking the call.
And neither is head coach McQuan. So nobody likes the call from the Knights, but inbound for Grant nevertheless. 3-ball, aired. Rebound by David, another try, no good. And Bleach dishes to Moore. Here come the Knights the other way. Samuel, pump fake, tries to go up and can't quite hold on. And that ball will end up out of bounds and the Hawks will come the other way.
I'll tell you what, Grant bounced back after that air ball 3 with pretty much picture perfect fast break defense, forcing the turnover.
Beautiful defense from Grant, like you said. David over center. Looking on, coaching his teammates. Drops it forward. Grant driving the right side, and he'll draw a foul on Batch-Each. The Knights' the fourth of the quarter. So one more to give with 1:26 left to go here. Inbounded, David in the corner, rattles in and out. Yeech can't grab it. Rebound still there, another try from the Hawks. Still there again. Dennis takes a swat at it, and that ball blown dead.
Just simply chaos.
We have another foul here. So Adrian Alui to the line. Like you said, chaos as the Hawks continue to find success on the offensive glass, and they'll shoot 2 here for Alui.
One thing to point out is both teams are now in the bonus with 76 seconds left in this quarter, as Alui will attempt his first shot.
That's potentially a lot of free throws and a lot of points. So 1:16 left as the first is good from Alui as the Hawks have a little meeting out there beyond the arc in between that first and second. They're both good. Perfect try from Alui. Stewie over center. Between his legs behind his back and finds Dennis up top. Dennis looking down the right side at the elbow. Cuts in off the glass. That shot no good. And picked up by Bleach. Up top for Samuel. In for Bleach. Bleach into the corner. Pajor for 3. No good. Bleach gets the board. Kicks out for Samuel. Pump fake. He'll shoot. That one off the rim and no good. Here come the Hawks with Grant the other way.
2-for-1 opportunity.
Gives it for David. They'll get it right back from Burke. Up top, David. And a foul called on Dennis, and we'll have 2 free throws here for David.
Yeah, I'm a little bit surprised that the Hawks didn't go 2-for-1 there, but they'll go to the line for 2 as we'll get a sub for Niagara. Samuel's gonna check out, and Colin Ewell's gonna make his debut.
First free throw is good. And so is the second. So another perfect trip for the Hawks as they extend their lead to 15 here. Shot clock still on, separated by about a half of a second. Stewart over center. Kick to far side for Eltwell. They'll leave it there for Dennis. Takes a look at the clock, sees 7. Couple of moves. Up top, drives left, tripped up, and we have a foul.
Grant didn't like the call, did a little jolly skip there.
As Dennis down hard.
Bit of a late call, though.
A very late call, but Nevertheless, he will shoot 2. And the Knights will look to get another perfect effort from Dennis from the free throw line.
Well, one thing to point out is if Raheem Dennis has to lead this game, he won't be able to, if he doesn't shoot these free throws, excuse me, he won't be able to come back in this game, but it looks like he'll be okay. Dennis, in this one, hasn't been too efficient, only 3 of 11 from the field, but at the line, he's been automatic, shooting 6 of 7 as we've got 1.5 left in this first half.
First one is good from Dennis. Stewie and the official on the far side having a brief conversation as Dennis will receive the ball. Second one is good. I don't know, Louis with a goaltending attempt. I don't know what he was doing there. Hawks grab that one off the rebound and chuck it down the court, no good. And that will do it from the first half. 40-27 our score here. The Humber Hawks continue to steamroll and totally dominate this one through the first 20 minutes.
I gotta say, these first 2 quarters, they felt like 2 completely different games. Up until these last 2 minutes, the Knights were going 80 and a 40.
I mean, I think Lane hit the nail on the head there. That second quarter for Niagara was much, much better. Outscoring Humber 21-9, but that first quarter deficit seems to be too much right now.
That's exactly right. It's been a very tough start for the Knights, and they had a little bit of a regroup there in that second quarter, but we will look forward to the second half. And really quickly, before we say goodbye, you got a 60 seconds with no on Mr. Caden Moore. Don't go anywhere after that. We'll be right back after halftime. For Christian Simmons, Alex Van Hagen, and Lane Lounsbury, we'll see you right back after this short break.
This is Caden Stewart for the men's basketball team. This is 60 Seconds with him. I'm Noah Vogel. Let's go. So, Caden, it's year number 4 for you. What's your goal going into this season?
Man, the goal is always a championship. You know, we have to win. New coaching staff, new team, but I feel like we still get it done.
Yeah, so you talk about new coach behind the bench, but familiar face. You have Coach Hilton behind you guys this season. What's it like having him?
Man, Lux is honestly, I love it. He's a player's coach. A lot of players love him. He's a really good IQ guy, and it's just good positive energy to be around.
And because you're a fourth-year senior, you're a leader to these guys. You got a lot of new guys on the team this year. How are you stepping into that big leadership role?
Man, I love it. Just leading the young guys. Young guys are hungry. They're willing to go. They're willing to learn. So it's just being that leader, always having a voice is perfect.
And out of those rookies, who should everybody be looking out for the most?
All of them. I can't name one. All of them. We're all coming.
Hey, you got to have full confidence in your guys. Last question, one-on-one tournament, knockout style. Who are you taking to win the whole thing out of your team?
On our team? Me. 100% me.
Hey, you got to be confident in yourself. That's 60 Seconds with Caden Stewart. Good luck in your season.
Appreciate it.
Niagara College programs immerse students with a highly experiential learning environment enhanced by digital technologies. We place students at the center of all that we do. We are Niagara College.
Niagara College ball.
back inside the Simply Financial Athletic Center for the second half between the Humber Hawks and your Niagara College Knights. My name's Christian Simmons alongside Alex Vandenhack and Lane Lounsbury, bringing you the call here in Welland. And if you're just joining us after that first half, a 40-27 lead for the defending champion Humber Hawks. And it's been an unbelievable performance from them. 40% shooting from the field, 14 of 35. From three, 38.5%. And from the free throw line, 58.3%. Those numbers are sensational, Alex. And if they continue shooting the ball like that, I don't think this game changes much.
Yeah, well, they're going to need to tighten up from the free throw line. But Niagara, on the other hand, 8 of 9. So 8 of 9 from the line. So they've been making the most of their chances at the strike.
Grant kicks that one in, finds a teammate in the corner for three. It's good. And just like that, the Hawks start this one with a 3-ball. Caden Stewart, our highlighted player at half, kicks that one to the other Caden. That ball is no good. And here come the Hawks the other way. Up top, David. Down low for Lewis. His move to the basket, no good. Nice defense there from Samuel. Over the timeline for Bleach, and he'll leave that one for Stewie. Stewie down the far side, driving it straight to the net. Lots of contact as he is grabbing his face.
Looks like he got hit in the eye.
And we'll go to the line for 2 free throws.
Looks like he needs a second to gather himself.
Like we mentioned, Caden Stewart was highlighted in the halftime show. 60 seconds with Noah is a little bit where we ask athletes brief questions inside of 60 seconds, a little spotlight, give you an inside look at Caden Stewart. Hope you guys enjoyed that if you had a chance to check it out. Stewart's first is no good. The second is also no good. So 0 for 2 from the line, and Hawks will come the other way. Over the line, looking for some help. That ball tipped out of the hands of David, and will end up out of bounds, and Humber will retain possession on the end line.
Adrian Pager will make his season debut from my hometown of Burlington.
Ball inbounded not far enough from Matiki Stevens, and the Knights will go the other way. Dennis, little spin move, stops up at the free throw line, down for Bleach, right on. Little put back try from him, that one's no good. Samuel, jumper, it's good, from deep. Right in the face of the defender. Coverage doesn't matter. It's now a 13-point lead for the Hawks. Into the key, Grant centers for Lewis, and that ball off the glass and the rim, and no good. But 2 free throws coming here for Lewis.
Fouls on Grant. Looks like he did not like the call. Malik Grant will pick up his first of the game.
Grant's first is no good.
First trip to the line.
And the second is good, and we have a sub here. Lewis, directly after those free throws, will take a seat, and we will welcome back Daimar Dial-Richards. Major. Covered by David. Down the near side, stops up, left in the middle for Bleach. What a block by David. Swats that one away. Grabs some hand with that block as well, as Bleach will go to the line on the shooting foul.
Humber so far this one has been really physical and at times with fouling, which he'll take at times, but Niagara, a lot of their points that came from the stripe as we got another sub.
So both free throws good from the line for Bleach. And
Burke will check in for David. Dwayne Burke, the first-year player.
Rebounded to Kwamina Antwi. And he brings it across half. Grant kicks it up top. Here comes Brady Clark looking for some help. He'll find Antwi up top again. Nice crossover move, backdoor pass picked off. Here come the Knights the other way. Samuel to Pajor, and that one just out of his reach, tipped out, says the official by the Knights. And the Hawks will come back the other way as Caden Stewart will come back into the game and Samuel will take a seat.
Grant directing traffic.
Antwi over the line again. Leaves that for Dion Richards. Gets it right back. Far side, couple of moves right to the cup. Off the glass and good. Antwi's second bucket of the afternoon. Stewart up top. Fakes the shot. Skip pass to Dennis. Dennis still has it. Steps in. What a pass! Back door to Moore. Forget about a sniper. He's a playmaker too. Raheem Dennis finds Moore on the doorstep. And a beautiful finish with the right hand.
Yeah, Moore's gonna have to get a thank you basket.
There's another beautiful pass. Back door, but cannot finish. Is Brady Clark, and the Knights will come the other way. Stewart at center, behind the back move to the bucket, left side, and that's going to be a travel call.
Yeah, Dwayne Burke with excellent defense there, and let Stewart hear it. That was picture perfect defense by the 6'4" freshman.
Yeah, great defense, and puts himself in a good position to stop up the charging Stewart on the left side.
And one thing to mention, great defense without fouling, which is key.
Very hard to do indeed. Inbound comes in. Grant will get it right back. Full court press has returned for the Knights, as it's a 12-point game. Excuse me, a 10-point game. No, 12-point. Corrected myself again. Grant up top. To the basket, right side. That one off the side of the backboard, and Bleach will pick up that rebound, and the Knights will come back again. Stewart. Skip pass into the corner for Moore. Spin move. Looking for some help. He'll find Dennis on the perimeter. Dennis working on his defender. Backs him up. Fakes the fade. It'll go to the right hand. Looking for something to drop. No good. Out to the corner for Pajor. That one no good. Moore gets the rebound. His shot no good. Bleach will pick it up and slow it down. Shot clock reset to 12. Pajor up top, couple of steps. Kicks out for Dennis. That's good. What a sequence from the Knights. Rebound, 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 pass, three-pointer.
There was a lid on the rim there, as it's now a single-digit game. Look at that defense there by Stewart.
That's right. All of a sudden, this one heats up with 5:13 to go in the third quarter. Picked off by Stewart and out of bounds. So it'll stay with the Hawks, but great defense from Stewie.
Looks like Dennis there was not happy with himself getting taken out. Thought he had a little bit more in the tank. Humber up by 9 with 5:10 to go in the third.
So Raheem Dennis turned it on here in the second half so far. 17 points for him. As Grant up top, working on Yeech. Kicks it to the near side. Beautiful spin move and a foul.
It's gonna go the other way.
Samuel knocked down. And an offensive foul called against the Hawks. So the Knights will come the other way.
The backcourt between Samuel and Stewart, they've made their presence known defensively. This one as well is getting on the score sheet just a bit. One thing to Christian's point with Raheem Dennis, he's gone to the line a lot. Nine attempts, making 8.
Pajor in the backcourt. Nice Euro step. What a block at the rim by the Hawks. And here they come in transition. But we have a whistle.
Probably a good foul if you're Niagara, getting that.
Great foul. Transition. Pajor was back. And
yeah, it was a good foul there because it would have had a good chance of a fast break.
up top, Grant working on Pajor. That's a mismatch. Into the corner. 3 ball is good. What a shot. J.R. Harwood with his first bucket of the afternoon in a big way. Makes this 49-37. Moore into the center. Takes it straight to the cup. That one no good. And the Hawks will come the other way. Back and forth action here. Grant at the corner. Skip pass up top. Another 3. Back-to-back trays. And a timeout from the Knights as the Hawks keep their boot on the throat of the Knights so far.
Yeah, it looks like Niagara started to double Grant, and he's made them pay. Credit to him with the past 2 3-point shots. What are your thoughts so far on the third quarter lane?
The Hawks are definitely starting to put their foot on the gas pedal once again, looking like they were in the first quarter.
We're going to get a replay here, and to Lane's point, it was down to as little as 9, but now it's up to 15. Great pass here by Grant. And it's Cash.
Cash indeed. Taking that to the bank. Romeo Osas Joshua with a beautiful 3 ball at the end of that possession there. And a nice pass from Malik Grant. Like you said, that's his 4th made 3-pointer tonight. And he's got 14 points so far.
Yeah, well.
And just really been a catalyst of the Humber Hawks' success so far here this afternoon.
Well, as Grant gets doubled, it'll be interesting to see if Joshua is the one that's open, because like you said, he's 4 or 5 from 3. If he can keep that up, this game's going to be a blowout.
Stewart up top, waves off the screen, and will look ahead on his own. Moves to the left side, kicks it in the corner. Outwell, his shot right off the iron, and Grant picks up that rebound, and here come the Hawks the other way. Slows it down, does Antwi to Grant, and down for Harwood. Harwood down low. Dennis gets caught reaching, but the official blows it dead. Says Alui was out of bounds, I believe.
Nope. It was foul.
Okay, a defensive foul, so Hawks will retain possession here. Alui goes up strong, gets his own rebound. That one's no good. Loose ball in the key, put up a 3rd time, and Alui, mean mugs back to the 3-point line. And he'll go to the line for the extra try. What a strong take from him.
Looking to get the 3-point play the old-fashioned way.
Absolutely the old-fashioned way.
Let's go get some subs here.
Difficult sequence for the Knights. Really having a hard time with defensive rebounds. They only have 13 to speak of here so far to Humber's 22. So definitely getting out-rebounded in the defensive zone.
Humber's definitely played like the bigger team, and to your point, Niagara only shooting 26%, but they've been real good at the line, shooting 10 of 13.
Outwell in the corner. Up top for Stewart. Skip pass. Finds a teammate. Nice fake. Down the left side. Lots of contact. And a foul.
Yeah, this one's got pretty physical here.
So Isaiah Panome with a nice move. But yeah, very physical start to this one. And
Niagara out-fouling Humber 15-13 after the latest foul on the Hawks.
Panome's first is good. Isaiah Panome, also first year, 6'8" out of Medicine Hat, Alberta. So another addition from Alberta. Him and Brandon Calder both coming from out of the province.
Well, you make the point of him being 6'8". It's his first year, and that's scary because if he can grow into his size, it could be a problem for the Knights.
Well, it looks like he's got a great stroke from the free throw line. And for his size, that's rare. At 6'8", to be able to shoot the ball like that is a gift. The Hawks over center. David will get it right back and kick it up again. They continue to play catch. Harwood down the near side, up top. Jab step, beautiful pass below the goal line, and what a block by Bleach. Takes that one away. Stewart up for Samuel. Down that side, right hand finish all day long. And just like that, the Knights finding some momentum here again with 2.5 to go in the third.
Samuel showing off his strength on that finish there, cutting it to 13.
David on the far side, back up top. David again in the corner. This corner for Harwood. He'll step in and shoot. That one airballed.
Great contest there.
And picked up by Stewart. Stewart, skip pass into the corner. Outwell all alone. It's good! Light up the three-ball cannon. Colin Outwell from the corner makes this a 10-point game. And a timeout from the Hawks. Anything to add, gentlemen?
I would say Niagara has done, as I mentioned earlier in the broadcast, doing a good job of bending but not breaking this game throughout. Besides the early start from Humber, it hasn't been necessarily close, but I'd like to call it competitive, right in between that 9 to 15 point range where it's, you can still come back, but it's not quite super close, if you know what I mean.
Absolutely. Had the Knights not been dominated in the first quarter, it could very well be a one-possession game.
It really could be. As you know, we take a look at this replay here. Nice pass from Stewart. Finds Outwell in the corner, and just a composed and calm stroke from him, and sends them into this timeout with great momentum.
Well, to Lane's point, Niagara's outscored Humber 38-33 in this second and third quarter. So if they can keep up the momentum, it should be close down the stretch. But being down 15 after the first is a big mountain to climb, and Niagara chipping away, which is all you can ask, really.
It's all you can ask for. They keep chipping away. They won that second quarter 21-19, and so far winning this one 17-14. So since that first, they have been outscoring the Hawks.
Well, you win each quarter by 6 or 7, and you'll be up by 1 at the end.
The near side, into center, fading shot try there from Grant, and that one rebounded by Panome. Stewart, loose ball. Nice hustle there from Osas Joshua, and Panome will pick it up and bring it over center.
Gotta watch for the trap.
Lots of pressure here from the Hawks. Shot clock already at 9. Stewart up top, down the right side, fading finish, no good. Outwell gets the board. 12 seconds, reset. In for Samuel. That try put back by Bleach, but we have a foul.
Niagara trying to get it down to 8, but nice slam there by Bleach, even though.
Kind of wish the foul wasn't called.
Well, I mean,
Gonna see have that bucket count.
That would have
What
been
a putback by Bleach, but
on the highlight reel, and you would have had 2 points for sure. But Samuel will take us first of 2 free throws here. Excuse me.
well, the first one is good.
Looking to get it down to 8, 3-possession game.
With 1:14 left in the third quarter, great time to shorten the gap as his second one drops.
Shooter's bounce there.
As we will go to an 8-point lead here for the Hawks. Over center. David. Near side for Burke. He'll get it right back. Nice defense from Samuel. Lots of zone pressure on that far side. Up top for Burke. David gets it back. 3 ball. No good. Rebound by the Hawks. Offensive rebound. Great block from Stewie. Says, give me that ball. And he's going to take it up the court himself, too. 43 left to go here in the third. Stewart for Eltwell. He'll get it right back. Working on Harewood. Feed! What a slam! Riley Bleach off the alley-oop. And it's a 6-point game.
That's going on a highlight reel for sure, Christian. Shot clock turned off here with 13 to go.
David up top, leaves it for his teammate. That shot, intended shot, doesn't get off. As we have a foul call on the far side, and Dwayne Burke will go to the line.
It's going to be free throws now as both teams are in the bonus, but I'll tell you what, that play got me going between Stewart and Bleach off the alley-oop.
First one is no good from Burke.
I'll tell you what, now that he's missed the first, it seems like if he made both, the momentum would be slowed down a bit by Humber as he makes the second.
And the second one is good, so
keeping it only to 7, and as Niagara is going to look to get it to 5 or less.
inbounded to Stewart, lots of pressure. Burke applying, Stewart from way downtown, off the back iron. And very close to making this one a 4-point game as the third quarter comes to an end, 55-48, as the Knights continue to close the gap. Alex and Lane, what do you think about that performance for both squads in the third?
This comeback really makes you wonder what was going on with the Knights in the first quarter. Why were they looking like that compared to now?
Well, I'll tell you what, that was an unbelievable quarter from Niagara there. There was at times where Humber kind of got a little bit of momentum back, and that's the championship DNA as we get a replay of the alley-oop between Stewart and Bleach.
Kept in there right at the line, and Stewart with a nice quick first step from center, and Bleach with a perfectly timed jump. They make the connection midair, and he throws that one down with passion. As
I'll tell you what,
we take a look at the bench here, the Knights talking it over, looking to come back into this one and continue building off that momentum that they have created in the third.
Being in this one, I can definitely feel the momentum shake, the momentum shift in Niagara's fashion as it has kind of throughout, but especially after that alley-oop, where it felt like the crowd was really getting into it, including myself. I love the alley-oop between Stewart and Bleach. So hopefully Niagara can feed off the crowd and their own energy, because their bench has been pretty active even when they were down 15 in the first.
Absolutely right. Just, you can feel the momentum shift as this timeout, this intermission comes to an end as we get ready to start the fourth quarter here. And just a very entertaining game from both sides, have to say. A tight one indeed, just like the women earlier this afternoon, taking one over the Humber women's basketball program.
Niagara's looking to stay undefeated in this gym with 2 volleyball wins yesterday and a basketball win today.
That's right. As the fourth quarter underway, 10 minutes up to go in this one, as that ball stripped at center. Harewood down the court, slams that one home.
Back up to 9.
And that lead, like you said, Alex, right back up to 9. And it seems like every quarter starts the same way with a Humber bucket. Nice pass. Panome right up the gut. Nice block. Kept in on the far side by Burke. Here come the Hawks. Dishes into the corner. 3-point try. Off the rim. Rebound by Harewood. That try no good. And Panome with a nice defensive stance turns that one aside.
Offensive foul here on Burke, as we're gonna get a sub. Stewie's gonna check in for Adrian Pager, who made his presence felt in the time that he had on the court, the freshman making his debut today.
Stewart, as he has all game, brings it across center. Looking for help. Humber swarming like bees. Loose ball on the hardwood. Samuel down there has it in his hand, but the call is Hawks possession.
We'll get a sub here.
As David will come back into the game for the Hawks.
David will come in and Ansby will check out for Humber. 9:07 left in the fourth. 9-point game. 3 possessions. Still very much in reach for Niagara. They had it down to as low as 6 in the third. As we get another substitution. Grant will check in.
Malik Grant back into the game for Jay Harewood, and this one is back underway. David dishes, gets it right back into the center for Grant. Up top, 3-ball, it's good. Burke from beyond the arc makes this one a 12-point game once again. Kicked up top, Panome, fake shot. They'll give it to Samuel instead. That 3-ball right off the rim, and a nice rebound by the Hawks. Over center comes Brady Clark. They'll leave it for Grant. Steps into a 3 off the front iron. Nice rebound by Burke. Up top for Grant. Near side for Brady Clark. Couple of nice moves. Grant all alone in the corner. That one no good. Secondary try goes up and strong. Lucas Lewis with a dagger. We're up to a 14-point lead once more as the Knights start to slip with 8:20 left here in the fourth.
Chance to make it 15 here. It was coming into this, it was a 7-point game, if I'm not mistaken, a 8-0 run by Humber, excuse me, in this fourth quarter.
What a difference. What a difference a minute 40 seconds can make. And
potentially, this is right in the area where it could get a little bit out of reach. Niagara's going to answer with a punch of their own.
Stewart into the middle. Kicked outside, looking for Elwell, and a foul call. So quickly, 2 fouls on the Hawks here. Something to keep an eye on. Bonus potentially looming later in this fourth quarter. And Stewart will inbound on the end line. Elwell in motion. Tries inbound to Moore. Elwell tips down that loose ball up top for Panome. Couple of nice moves down the left side, off the glass, and good. Count it. And give me one more try at the line, says Isaiah Panome, for a chance at a 3-point play.
One thing I noticed out of that last out of bounds play, it looks like they tried to draw up with a play for Colin Ewell to get a corner 3. Obviously, it was read well by Humber, but we will have the chance for the 3-point play. Isaiah Panome from Medicine Hat, who's made his presence felt in this one, Christian.
Most definitely has, and he's been very impressive to watch as a first year. The kind of size that he has and the kind of movement ability that he has as well. For a 6'8" guy, he's pretty agile.
Yeah, and it looks like they didn't call it back at no continuation, so 2 shots, both good for Pano.
And it looks like if Isaiah Panome keeps going the way he has been going, the Knights may have their next young star on the rise.
Couldn't agree more, Lane.
Definitely looks that way. Kicked out for David. Up top. Takes that screen. Beautiful bounce pass. Springs Lewis, but that ball tipped out of bounds, and the Humber Hawks will keep possession inbound on the end line.
Yeah, good hard screen there by Lewis.
Inbound, Grant, pump fake. Sides that better to shoot that one. Beautiful drive down that side from Brady Clark.
Back to 15 here.
And it's good. Great finish with the right hand. Moore up top for Elwell. Takes a few steps. Floater try. It's good. How about that from the first year out of Blythe Academy with the left hand? Over center, David. Checked by Moore. Up top, Grant, skip pass into the corner for Burke. Drives right side. Beautiful one-handed pass. Picked off by Stewie, but he just couldn't hold on, and that ball will be inbounded again at the end line by the Hawks.
Sub for Niagara here. Oh, we're gonna get a timeout by Humber as they're looking to put that final nail in the coffin. Niagara had it down to 7 going into the 4th, but now it's a 13-point game. It's as high as 15. What are your thoughts so far, Lane?
Well, like I said earlier, the Knights are a very young team, and they're looking great.
Yeah, they've been very strong in the second and third quarter. They've done a good job of trying to limit this lead from getting further and further out of hand. But in the fourth quarter, it's been the opposite. 10-4 for the Humber Hawks.
One point I want to make is obviously the reigning champs, Humber. They're the champs for a reason. You can tell that they have that championship DNA and experience, and that's why they were able to get off to a hot start. And were able, like I said, to bend but not break, feeling the pressure from Niagara. As in the fourth quarter, they've really stepped it up.
I mean, taking a look at one stat that really catches my eye on the cards is bench points here this afternoon. 32 bench points coming from the Humber Hawks.
My math is mathing. That's almost half.
That is almost exactly half, a little less than half. But what a contribution they've had from all of their roster members here in Welland, and it's been a full team effort. As that one inbounded, tried right off the side of the backboard. And Lewis falls to the hardwood, frustrated.
Yeah, collided there with Caden Moore, who might have given him a shoulder.
And frustrated Caden Moore
take a seat.
We'll head over to the bench and discuss with head coach and company exactly what happened there, as we will take just a small breather here.
I'm not sure.
Step into the ice bath, cool everybody down here. So there are free throws, as we see Lewis will be coming back. So Lewis to shoot 2.
Sorry, go ahead. Looks like it won't. It will be a flagrant, so keep an eye on that. Caden Moore picking up the flagrant. First one's good, and more importantly, it's going to stay with Humber.
Yeah, that's a huge difference in a tight game. Well, not exactly tight, but in a more or less competitive game here in Welland, to give up those 2 points and then give the ball back to the Hawks after those free throws is so crucial.
Well, it could be up to a 5-point swing here with a potential 3 after getting the ball back. I do think the flagrant was the right call. But yeah, I mean, a 5-point swing is deadly, really.
Inbounded by David. Get it right back from Grant. And the Hawks will start their possession. 7 seconds left on the shot clock. Up top for Burke. Tries to center for Grant, and that one's taken away there by the Knights. Down that far side, we have a foul. As Samuel is blazing away down that far sideline, and this one will be blown dead.
Yeah, I've noticed that Omar Biles, the championship-winning coach for Humber, he's really been chatty with his own players and the officials.
Inbounded for Stewart, out for Elwell from deep off the right side of the iron, and Hawks will come the other way. Burke back for Brady Clark, and Burke will get it right back again, surveying the D. Cycled once and twice, and that 3-point try is no good, and Bleach will get the rebound, dump it for Dennis, and here come the Knights. Dennis in the center, spin move, tries right to the net, no call. Here come the Hawks the other way. Grant with Burke. Beautiful block. Out of bounds. But the Hawks will retain possession. How about that defense from Caden Stewart?
I mean, that was like picture-perfect defense, taking away the shot and not fouling, most importantly.
Demar Dial Richards back into the game and in the post. Kicks it out for David. Up top for Burke. Steps into that 3-ball. It drops, but we have a whistle. And that one will be null and void.
Niagara ball 3 in the key, looks like. I'll tell you what, if they didn't call that 3 in the key, that would have taken it up to 18, and you would have to think that might be the...
That might have been it.
So we'll see if Niagara can build off of that break.
I mean, even now, Knights in deep water. Bleach in the corner, bang! That's big time! Making this an 11-point lead with 5.5 to go. Riley Bleach steps up and makes a huge shot.
I've liked Bleach's game so far. He's been kind of a unicorn in the sense of contributing in every facet as a big man.
Down low, reverse try, that one no good. And the Knights will come the other way, stretch pass, Elwell in the corner, pump fake, he'll shoot, that one way wide. Samuel, second try, great job under the net, rebound, and goes up strong, drawing that foul, and the Knights with a chance to cut this deficit to 10.
Yeah, well, we were talking about it before. If with the 3 in the key call, it would have been up to 18. Samuel's got a chance to make it a 10-point game, and that you can still come back with 5 left versus 18, being down 18 with 6 minutes to go.
And the first one from Samuel is good.
Second one rattles around there.
Second one, no good, and here come the Hawks the other way. Up top, kick to the far side, David, into the elbow for Grant. Beautiful stroke from that elbow, and Grant makes no mistake with that one. Over center, Stewart. Just under 5 left to play here at the Simply Financial Athletic Center. Stewie, hard to the bucket, left-hand finish. But we have a call. Stewart, more than upset.
I can't believe that's not continuation. He's going to get 2 free throws regardless, but that should have been continuation.
So no continuation called here. Stewie to the line, and he'll shoot 2. Huge free throws here. First one is no good off the inside iron. Stewie's second is good. So 1 for 2 from the line for Stewart as he shakes off that tough call.
It looks like the full court press is coming back from Niagara.
Coming right back at the right time. Grant down the near side, air ball. Stewart picks up the board. Over center, to the right side, fakes, out for Dennis. Jab step, gets stripped, and Brady Clark will reset for the Hawks. David, back to Brady Clark. Into the key, out to the corner. Grant, it's good. What a clutch 3-ball. Extends the gap for the Hawks. Stewart finds Samuel on the near side as we pass the 4-minute mark here in the 4th quarter. Stewart fouled from the 3-point line. 3 shots coming up here for Stewie.
Yeah, it looked like Stewart almost kicked his leg out, and Ansby was complaining about that. I think he's got an argument. But nonetheless, 3 shots for Stewart as we'll get a sub.
Well, you love to see Caden Stewart continuing to shoot here this afternoon. It's been a tough one for him. 1 for 7 from the field and 1 for 4 from the free throw line. Just having a tough day, but he's still shooting nonetheless as that first one drops for him. So a 13-point lead here for the Hawks. We'll cut it down to 12 here with a made free throw. And we won't. The 3rd free throw on the way here.
Been interesting that there's no rebounders.
Stewart, 1 for 3 on that trip, and his struggles continue, right into the paint. Grant with back-to-back buckets on 2 possessions, and now this one's starting to fall apart again. Up top for Pajor. Stewart, skip pass, looking for Elwell. What a job keeping that in. Can you say Odell Beckham Jr.? 3-point try from the corner. No good there from Samuel, and the Hawks will come the other way. Up top for David, passes down low for Lewis. Takes that one right up strong, and we have a foul call here on the Knights.
Yeah, it almost seems like depending on the results of these free throws, this might be
This
the
could
nail
do
in the
it.
coffin.
Like you said, Alex, this very well could do it. A lead right now up to 16. With 3:15 to go, the Knights will take a timeout and discuss their options and take a look at the leaders here. 19 points from Malik Grant, and he's just been everywhere so far this afternoon.
Looking maybe to ice the shooter a bit, as these 2 free throws are crucial potentially in a comeback. What are your thoughts so far on the 4th lane?
Yeah, the Hawks have definitely starting to put this one out of reach. And that's why they're the national champs. They make you think you got a chance, but you really don't.
Yeah, I alluded to that prior. That they, even with the new roster turnover, they still have that championship DNA, which is obviously why they won last year. But when it's winning time, they're there and they dominate. Which they got off to a quick start. Wasn't great in the 2nd and the 3rd, but in winning time, when it mattered most, it's been all Humber.
Well, just that they got the winning culture out there in Toronto, and it's about that DNA and the guys in the locker room, the coaching staff, the training staff, and what about that locker room makes them different, it makes them special, and they're displaying that here in Welland with a blowout performance so far.
And another thing to point on to that, Niagara is quite an experience with lots of roster turnover, which I would say mostly in the 1st quarter we saw a big showing of that. as Lewis is set to take this pair.
Lewis's first gets a friendly bounce, and it's good.
Looking to get it up to 18 here.
As the lead continues to get further and further out of reach here for the Knights.
We'll see if Niagara empties their bench soon.
Well, I think at this stage, it's not time yet. Still in it. And Stewie over the timeline, over for Bleach. Thought about it. Left it for Samuel, and his foot just out of bounds. And that ball will come back with the Hawks just throwing away possessions.
You've said that a lot in this one, Christian.
And it's not something I should be saying a lot for either team. You know, at this stage of a game, you can't afford to make mistakes like stepping out of bounds. Brady Clark down for Lewis. Kicks it again. Driving, kicking in for Grant, and that one kicked accidentally, no call. Fading try from the corner is waved away.
Yeah,
And an interaction between David and the official, that was funny.
I'm a little bit surprised that Lewis didn't take that mismatch on Stewart. He's got the size advantage, but he let him pass.
Stewart kicks for Panome, and that one off Panome and then off Grant and out of bounds, so the Knights will retain possession.
I'll tell you what, Stewart has had a tough time shooting the ball today, but his effort, he's played the same no matter what's gone on, and I tip my cap to him.
Exactly, your leader, captain. No matter if you're personally struggling, you bring the same attitude, the positive attitude. Panome from beyond the arc, that one no good. Rebounded by Brady Clark.
One thing my coach has always said to me is play the same no matter what the score is.
Absolutely. And the Hawks have done just that here this afternoon. Up top, Antwi kicks it. Brady Clark into the corner. Nice pass. Grant from three. That one off the rim. No good. Comes off the rebound, hits a Knight and out of bounds. So it will stay with the Hawks. And with just under 2 minutes to go, this one is just about iced. 17-point lead.
Yeah, I thought Stewart fouled Lewis there on the rebound attempt. No call, but it'll stay with Humber.
Inbounded to Grant. On the far side, looking for help. Antwi up top. One more pass. David, a nice move back to Antwi into the paint. And that try rattles off the rim, and we have a foul call as things just continue to get worse here for the Knights.
Chance to get it up to 19. I'm a little bit surprised that David didn't take that open three, but 2 shots for Humber nonetheless.
Antwi's first will drop.
And like I mentioned before, I'm interested to see when Niagara empties their bench, because it's an 18-point game.
Rebound, offensive, Lewis. Great job, goes up strong. Insult to injury.
Looks like Niagara's gonna.
And Lewis to the free throw line with another chance to extend the lead. And here come the substitutions for the Knights.
Looks like both teams are gonna empty their bench shortly.
Bren Calder comes in for Caden Stewart. Minute 47 left to play here, and a couple of substitutions for the Hawks as well.
Calder getting his first action from Calgary.
Calder kicks far side, Elwell at the elbow. Up top for Panome. Backing down Grant. Loose ball, he still has it. Looking for more Elwell beyond the arc. Nice pass, looking backcourt for Samuel. He'll hold on from way downtown, off the front of the iron. Bleach can't hang on to that rebound, and here comes Desjardins the other way. Leaves it for Brady Clark in the corner for Grant. that one off the iron, rebounded there by Maltiki Stevens. Maltiki Stevens up top for Clark. Another pass, Grant makes a move, steps into that one, beautiful right-handed finish with a little bit of sauce on that one. And Humber continues to put the Knights in their rearview mirror as this one out of hand, 81-58.
Looks like we're gonna get some subs here for Humber. Officially emptying their benches. Malik Grant will take a seat for the rest of this one. Terrific game for Grant, 21, 7 and 4 on an efficient 9 of 18 with 3 threes.
Samuel at the line, and he will make the first.
Got to give a lot of credit here to Humber. It was a 7-point game going into the fourth, and it's now a 22-point lead for Humber.
Rebounded off the second free throw is no good. The Hawks come across the timeline for potentially the second or third last time here this afternoon. Into the middle, stripped away by Samuel. Bleach finds Samuel up the court and just barely keeping his feet in. Intelligently will toss that one off the body of Deshaun Blair, and that will go out of bounds, and the Knights will regain possessions.
We've seen a lot of that today, hey, from both sides.
Yes, we have. There's another couple of substitutions here. Isaac Beatty will find his first action of the season, the first year from Toronto, Ontario. And we'll also say hello to Batchich. Jat step, Panome with the shot and the finish. Lots of contact. Plants his feet, rises up like Kevin Durant from midi. Trains that one. And Panome's extra one is good.
And Niagara will just, Humber will just let the clock run. 4/10 of a second. Shot clock, game clock.
The Hawks, one last time. Panome playing that swarm defense. Desjardins will give it back to Joshua. And they will kill the clock here in Welland as the Humber Hawks, the defending champion Humber Hawks, start this year the same way they ended last season with a big victory. And for the Knights, a well-fought, tough loss here on home court to start their season. And taking a look at some of the leaders here this afternoon for the Hawks. Malik Grant, my first star all the way, 21 points, 9 for 18 from the field with 7 rebounds and 4 assists. Just showed up top to bottom and he did it all, and got a little bit of help from Romeo Osas Joshua off the bench, and the Hawks find a huge win here on the road.
Yeah, Humber pretty much dominated through, although I think Niagara has some stuff to like, especially that second and third quarter. If they can put it all together, I think they could be a problem this season. It's been a highlight of...
And some of the things they did really well was defense and offense. They did it both of them well. Taking a look at that replay right there, finding a way to turn good defense into good offense. That's an example of exactly how they did that here this afternoon. Lots of turnovers drawn, 16 turnovers by the Knights, and second chance points, they had 20, and points off turnovers, they had 28 here this afternoon. So defense to offense, a huge factor for the Humber Hawks here this afternoon. Anything else from you two gentlemen here before we sign off?
Well, Alex basically stole my point earlier. Despite it being against the defending champs, the Knights have clearly shown what they're capable of, so do not sleep on the Knights. They're going to give a lot of teams trouble this year.
Alex?
Lane said, yeah, I'm good.
Lots to like from both teams here in Welland. Final score, 81-62. The Humber Hawks take their first of the year. Alongside I'm Christian Simmons alongside Alex Vandenhack and Lane Lounsbury on behalf of all of us here from the Simply Financial Athletic Center. Thank you so much for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.